Trini Kwan was of course the first Yellow Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. She is remembered by fans as being a kind, thoughtful and extremely intelligent ranger. She was the second most mathematical and scientific of the original Rangers, next to, of course, Billy Cranston. She alone was able to understand Billy's technical jargon early on, and loved to assist Billy in the creation of many of his devices. Sadly, her time as a ranger was cut short, but we will get to that. For now, let's cover the full story of the original Yellow Ranger, Trini Kwan. A quick reminder before we get started, guys, that we are currently trying to raise some funds to work on some live action Power Rangers content for this channel. We are doing this through Patreon, and 100% of all pledges will go straight towards these projects. Nothing will be going to me, that's a promise. Just putting it out there in case you guys wanted a way of supporting the content. So, very little is known about Trini's past. That is until one day when she was working out at Ernie's juice bar and gym along with her friends. Suddenly, the ground began to shake and Trini and her friends were transported to the command center. The being there known as Zordon had selected her and her friends to become the Power Rangers. Kimberly and Zach rejected Zordon's proposal immediately, but Trini, Billy and Jason lingered for a moment longer. The idea of protecting people from evil appealed to the gentle and kind nature of Trini. With the others calling them, Trini, Billy and Jason left the command center. Outside the building, they were confronted by another strange sight: putties. Trini fought with all of her might, but the putties were just too strong. Then, without hesitation, Trini activated her power coin that Zordon had given them and became the first Yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Needless to say, after morphing into a ranger, Trini made quick work of the putties. She also took up the challenge that Zordon placed before her, protecting Angel Grove and the Earth from Rita and her minions. So, along with her teammates and best friends, the Rangers saved the world from many monster attacks sent by Rita Repulsa. When they weren't saving the world, the teenagers would hang out at the Angel Grove Youth Center, training in martial arts, lifting weights, doing gymnastics, or just enjoying a juice. A young woman with a calm and composed attitude. No one would ever have guessed that Trini was fearful of anything. But she did have one fear: a fear of heights. But when she saw Billy in trouble, with a tremendous effort she put aside her own fear to help him, showing just how truly kind-hearted she is. Being a ranger at this time meant one was thrown into some very strange places. One of these was an island of illusion, where once again Trini had to face her fear of heights. With the other rangers' help, she was able to accomplish this. Trini was also placed under a spell, where for a time she lost all of her confidence. Thankfully, she was able to remember previous battles and overcame this spell. She fought many battles against Rita and defeated her time and time again. She was very close to her fellow rangers, particularly Kimberly, connected through being the only female team members. And of course, she had a great friendship with Billy, connected through their scientific intelligence and kind, passive natures. She would often also help translate for Billy when his speech got a little too technical for the others in the group. Trini was always by Billy's side when he was working on various devices to defeat either Rita Repulsa or Lord Zed. She enjoyed Zach's high spirits and she was always found supporting Jason in his various martial arts matches. Before long, life would change drastically for Trini. A World Teen Summit was coming to Angel Grove and was going to select 3 teens from the city to attend the Peace Summit in Switzerland. This chance to do good and make a difference to the world without fighting appealed to Trini's kind-hearted nature. She was selected along with Jason and Zach to attend. Trini had served the Rangers well, and with Zordon's blessing, she transferred her power to Aisha Campbell and left for the World Peace Summit. Now, in the show, that is of course the last we ever see of her, but in the Boom Studios comics, this story only really begins when the trio leave for the conference. In this version of the story, the Peace Conference is just a cover story for what they were really doing. They became the Omega Rangers, essentially carrying out Power Ranger duties on a larger scale, more galactic than Earth-based. It's pretty awesome, and if you want to follow that story, you need to check out the comics by Boom Studios. Now, a Mighty Morphin Yellow Power Ranger does actually appear twice in future seasons: Super Mega Force and Beast Morphers, although it's never actually revealed if it's Trini under the helmet or Aisha. It could genuinely be either of them, as in the Power Transfer episode, we see both of them in a morph state at the exact same time, so they must still both have access to their powers, right? Who knows, this has never actually been confirmed, but it's fun to discuss. If you have a theory on this matter, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Okay, that's it for the story of Trini Kwan. She's a truly legendary Ranger, and it's so sad that actress Toi Trang was lost at such a young age. At least she lives on in the hearts and memories of millions of Power Ranger fans, even now, over 25 years later. That's it from me today, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. May the power protect you, and I will see you next time on the 6th Ranger.